Hey everyone, it's Rakas. So it's almost 3 a.m. Yeah, it's actually 3. So today I'm going to talk about the childhood memory that is still inspire me. So it's the story when I was at the grade 5. Okay. So at the time when I start passing on my exam. Before that, I used to fail. I used to fail in terminal examination. But when I finally, at that phase, I was looking into the, I have watched the very inspiring movie based on science, based on the dream, based on the struggle of engineering. The name is 300. I know at the time lots of people inspired by that, but that is the one movie that actually make me think big, because in that time I was very fascinated with the technology, like especially drone. I also want a drone that makes me fly, and since a childhood I want to fly. So I don't know, at the time there's no flying mechanism. I cannot have that airplane exist at that time, because we do not have that capacity. I thought that I could make a helicopter or something else. But I wish that I also can build something amazing. From that moment, I was very, very fascinated with the technology. So, but for the very first time, I was very wondered by the motor, like a small motor from car. So from that, I made one ship. I made that ship very fascinating, very powerful at the time. I also got a friend who made a same boat. That's how, like, I used to make like boats. I used to make a vehicle that run by the air, and I, like, my family member and other people praises me at the time, and I got very motivated at the time, and I was very totally investing my time on invention. So as a year passes, I thought that I will be someone who will do something great in the future, who will do something great in field of engineering. And days passes, my academic was started being good, and I started to dreaming big. And the first time my vision expanded when I saw my teacher, like one of my not a professor, teacher, in the 9th grade. I have saw that he write with both hands. He can write with both hands. So I started copying him, and he started writing with both hands. But right now I can also write a little bit, but not that much. But the way he speaks is so beautiful. I was so I just I just hooked with his words. The way he teaches is very mesmerizing, very stunning. The way he does, I, I used to dream about that, and I like that. Mm, I like his. I liked his teaching so much, and then, however, however, I noticed that he doctorate at Nepali literature. Maybe that's why he's very good at speaking. And at that phase, I was not good at speaking. He used to conduct public speaking in front of the classes, but I was the one who don't know how to articulate his thought and present. And I was the least courageous person in that room because I don't have that ability or that courage to face the masses and speak in front of the other people. I feel really so bad because I can't speak at that time. And that time, I wish I could. And that's how I conquered the failure. At the 10th grade also, I started speaking up because at the 10th grade also he used to teach us for some time, and there's also one kind of debate there, but I cannot debate so much at that time because still I was very struggling with speaking. So in every classes, I noticed one thing, that I was not consistent. Initially, I was very motivated and I was doing good, but in between and later, I was inconsistent. I was being lazy and I was going downward. And the main reason is that I'm inconsistent. I used to work a lot at the first and I lose that motivation and in the later. That's how my downfall begins. And I hadn't improved or noticed that one. But after lots of years, I deeply realized that one. While after I came here in the US, I was inconsistent. Like in 7 classes, like 5 classes I started to do well and great, and 7 classes I jumped from 5th to 7th. Then after at the first term I was doing good at academic, then suddenly my marks becomes very poor because I wasn't good. And the third reason, and I went to a government school at 8th grade, and at the time the teachers were very frank. The teachers are loose at the time, and they don't say anything about the result. They don't say them, they assign me. So that's why I can study freely by myself. So through that I was enjoying the study, especially of mathematics. I used to solve the math problem at the time. Since childhood I was very good at mathematics at logical phases. Like since class 1 I was good at math. I was good at math explaining the things solving the complicated problems. And till grade 11 I was good at math, and suddenly I got fail at the class 11. Then after consistently I was failing the exam, not passing. So I quit the 11 class 12. Then after I started again studying the class 11. At the first time while I was studying again from the beginning of the class 11, I noticed that I was very motivated at the first, but I lost interest on studying sciences. That's how I still keep failing on my subject, my courses, because I was not interested in studying there. The reason I lost my interest because my friends were already past the class 12, but I was studying over from the class 11. And I am studying same subject, same chapter, but still I don't have that focusing power. Still, but rather than it was worse. The chapter that I used to enjoy, now it fades. That's how my motivation loses, and my focus are not what teachers are teaching. My thoughts was roaming in my head. I wasn't physically in the classes, but mentally I was somewhere else in my thoughts, somewhere else, and not only for the single day, but every single time I was doing that for the most of the days, most of the months. But consistently I was keep failing. So every single day that the days passes, I was like pressure paralysis, because the lessons, the chapters are going ahead, and the loads are stacking one after another. That's how I got paralyzed by thinking. So I didn't able to study well. I had to cook by myself. I have to prepare all things by myself because I was sitting alone in the Kathmandu Valley. My family were in the 90 kilometers away from where I live. I have to struggle by myself. I didn't say by struggle, but that learning phase. And that's how I fear with the exam. I was fear with the exam because I didn't know. I fear of failing. But somehow, even though I feel we have to give the exam again and again, still till until we didn't get past. So somehow, in the middle of the time, I wanted to quit again, but I said to myself, this time no, any pressure, anything that gives to me, I need to endure. So when I leave that, when I let it go, when I was giving class 11 in final exam at my hometown, I thought that I will do good at class 12. Then after, same thing, I cannot cover that one in class 2 also, because problem was still there. But later in 11, again I study again after second time in the class 11, same mistake started over again. So I said to myself in my mind that nothing will gonna stop me because I have to move forward. I cannot lose my year again. I can't. So any fearful situation that will come in front of me, I will tolerate, I will face it. But I need to go ahead. I need to pass that class 12. I don't know about the future, that whether I study engineering or not. But for this time, I need to pass the exam. That was my very intense desire. Even though I didn't have that capacity to pass the exam, because I haven't read for the entire year. But somehow I got luck here at class 12. Somehow the God has listened to my voice, so I got help. I get help from one girl who is sitting behind me. If she was not there, I may not pass the exam. Really I'm talking of that, because I even can't cheat. I don't know how to cheat. I don't have that courage to cheat. But somehow she helped me. She showed me all the paper. I was in her side. Thank God, she was very, very humble. She was very good, and I'm still thankful. I still remember her name. It's been like 2 years, but still I remember her name. I'm very thankful to her. Then after that, my life changes. I thought that I would go to Australia, but my destiny has bring me to the United States of America, which is the greatest nation with the greatest dream, and I'm making one of the courageous decisions in my life. This time, no inconsistent, but consistent at my purpose, at my goal. I don't know what I'm going through, but this time, from this moment, I get a new life. I got new chances. I got a new vision. I utilize every single time for my purpose. I live my life with the purpose, and I'm very thankful with the time. I'm very thankful with the moment. I'm very thankful with everything I got in my life, and I'm very thankful with everything I face, everything that I handle, everything I gone through, and I'm very thankful for this day. And today I'll have an exam. I wish God bless me. Thank you.